guys, my name's Awkward Deer 1911 and welcome to Arctic Wolves Gaming. Today we're going to be playing a game called SnowRunner. Now if you don't know anything about SnowRunner, it's a sequel to the game called MudRunner. I played MudRunner quite a few years ago when it first came out, and it was a pretty well unfinished game in my opinion, but everything that could have been possibly wrong with MudRunner has been completely fixed and updated and redone in SnowRunner. I absolutely love this game. I've been playing for a little while, kind of just getting a feel of it, seeing how everything in the game worked. I'm into the second world already, and today I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a delivery mission. So the goal of this game is essentially to complete deliveries and repair vehicles, recover vehicles that are stuck and things like that, and deliver them to specific locations on the map. Now, here's the kicker. The map is covered in some pretty extreme terrain, in my opinion. And I'm a country boy who's been through plenty of mud holes, who's done plenty of off-roading and things of the sort. And I gotta say, some of the terrain that you have to go through in this game is pretty well ridiculous, if not a little unreasonable. However, I think that's part of the appeal of the game. So we're going to go ahead, hop right into it, and I'll explain more of how this game works as we go. So first, we'll go to the mission that we're going to go ahead and do today, and that is called Materials Order. Sorry. So basically, we have to go to all of these locations on the map and pick up and deliver parts or consumables or materials of the sorts. So what we're first going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this trailer that I had backed up to, and we're going to go ahead and go to... where do we start? We could go ahead and drive down the Hardball Road and go ahead and pick up these concrete slabs, put them in the trailer, and deliver them to the service hub. However, there's also consumables, so I feel like I want to grab that first. Maybe we can drop the trailer off in the middle of this Hardball Road, then take the truck into the farm, grab the consumables, pick the trailer back up, continue down the Hardball, going to the warehouse, and then we can pick up those concrete slabs, because we have to take these concrete slabs up to the service hub. But at the same time, the preacher's house is just down the road. So I have a feeling that it's probably best if we try and mitigate as much travel time as possible, because I will say it does take quite a long time to get from point A to point B. Now the problem is that we have to drive all the way down here from up here to get those metal planks, and then we have to deliver them here to the quarry, which again, not that big of a deal, but it's quite a long drive. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll just give you some of the highlights and some of the cool details that I find along the way. Anyhow, I've been running my mouth long enough. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. So first you have to start by attaching the trailer. As you can see, you have the ability to stop your engine, change your trucks, recover your vehicles, repair your vehicles. And one of the life-saving things in this game is the fact that you have a winch. So you just cycle through all the points of your truck and trailer that you want to attach your winch to, and you can attach it to the terrain around you to get you flipped back over, unstuck, or whatever you need. So, as I stated earlier, this game is also a multiplayer game. So, me and a couple of the other guys on the Arctic Wolves channel have been playing it periodically. Mainly, it's been Treeouts and I, but, you know, Random 420 Savior and Spartan have both seen a little bit of the gameplay, but they haven't really joined us into it a whole lot. Again, we haven't been playing for very long. I probably only put about 2 or 3 hours into the game, in all honesty, of actual doing missions. A lot of exploring, though, so I've been in the game for quite a while. I kind of understand how the feel of the game is and how everything handles and all that stuff. I will say, before that you go and buy or download this game, I'm going to give you a little PSA in saying that the controls are a little bit wonky. You actually have to slowly turn your wheel and wait for the wheel's line of natural rest recover, if that makes any sense. So it's a little bit slow going at times. But that being said, we've made it toward our first destination, which is the farm. So I'm going to go ahead and lock my, turn on my all-wheel drive, not lock my diffs. And you can kind of see, like, this is some pretty rough terrain. I mean, it's some deep mud and things like that, but it's nothing that this truck can't handle in an all-wheel drive. There is plenty of terrain on this map that looks pretty easy to go through, and I promise you, if you don't have a major four-wheel drive, or in this case, a 6x6, and you're in a low gear with your diffs locked, you will not make it out, I promise you. There's been a couple of times where me and Treeouts have had to come and rescue each other, or just completely abandon the mission and recover and try and restart from scratch. But I think that we're going to be able to avoid that today. There's not a whole lot of major off-roading that we're going to be doing. We're going to be able to stick to a lot of the hardball. And one of the reasons why I chose this mission is because this is my first video on the game, so I kind of wanted to do something simple, but also giving us a little bit of a challenge and quite a bit of content to go from. So here we are coming up on our first mission location, and this is, again, the farm. So basically what you do is you go up into all of these different locations, and you see these yellow lines boxing out your cargo landing, essentially. That red lined out area is somewhere that you can deliver crates and cargo by hand if you have a crane attached. I do have a crane, but currently, obviously, I don't have it attached. I have two sets of two different cranes. One of them is just an elbowed arm that you can use off of the front of the bed of the truck, so it'd be about where the headache rack is. The other one is a full-size recovery crane, which, granted, I find it very useful, and it's probably one of my favorite tools in the game. However, specifically for this International Paystar, I believe it is called, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, but the truck that I'm driving now, Treeouts was driving the other day, he rolled it, and I decided it'd be a good idea to go ahead and take that crane out and try and get him out of there. And I'm gonna be I'll be brutally honest, I was pretty disappointed in how it performed. It wasn't the strongest crane in the world. Granted, I'm not a crane operator, so I was probably doing something wrong. I'm by no means of the term an expert in any of the games that we play, but I do like to say that I do know my way around most of the stuff that we do. So, as you can see, we grabbed the cargo now, and we're headed back to grab that trailer so that we can head down around the lake bed and over the dam to go ahead and get those concrete slabs from the warehouse. Then we're going to be driving right the way back up here and turning those in to the preacher's house, and I'm not sure what the other one was called. It's okay, we can look it up on the map here in a little while. But either way, now you kind of see how the game works, and it's like I said, it's a lot of slow going and just taking it a step at a time, making sure that you've got everything ready to go before you go on these long hauling endeavors. Not every mission is like this. Some of them are very close by. Some of them are pretty quick and easy. Granted, we've done most of the really quick and easy ones just to get us some money and get some new upgrades done to these trucks. But, yeah, it's a pretty fun game in my opinion, and thinking I might do a time-lapse here, but I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out. So as you guys can see, this is an absolutely gorgeous map. I mean, it's beautiful. And some of the details that they've done to this game are just absolutely amazing. Because when I was playing MudRunner, it seemed like a very, like I said before, unfinished game. And to me, like, I had a lot of fun playing MudRunner, but it just, there wasn't enough to do. There wasn't as many vehicles. The upgrades were a little more difficult to understand. The map was so confusing. And it was just, to me, it didn't seem very polished. Unless you had been involved with its alpha and beta stages, to me, it was just way too difficult to learn how everything seemed to work. Okay, so we've made it here to the warehouse, and we need concrete slabs. So we're going to go ahead and load these in the trailer. Right bumper. Yes, we need concrete slabs in the trailer. Oh no. So this is why you guys gotta do your research, because I was under the assumption that these concrete slabs were not going to be absolutely gigantic, but clearly I was wrong. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to make 2 trips down here, so what I'll probably do is I'll just do a jump cut back down here once. Oh dear, I'm destroying everything. So one of the other cool aspects of the game is if you look at the bottom left of the screen, you can see my fuel consumption, my I guess that's my wheels, gas tank, engine, gearbox, and suspension. And all of those have the little health bar around it. So the ones that don't have not been damaged yet. Those are perfect condition, undamaged parts. But as you can see with my suspension and my engine, I have taken some damage on the route here and just now, obviously, while slamming into that little corner. But if you damage one of those parts, you have to have either another truck in your fleet come out and repair you. So basically I would change vehicles to a vehicle that's in my garage, then drive it out to where I broke down in this one, and then I can select to repair it. Or the less fun option, I guess, for lack of better terms, is I can completely recover the vehicle, but I'll lose all the cargo and I'll have to basically restart from scratch. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't feel like doing that, and I just took more damage. So if anything goes horribly wrong, I'm gonna have to, because this is my only vehicle that can really bring anything out to another vehicle to repair it. All of my other vehicles, I've only got 2 more, and they're both scout vehicles. I had sold one of my other bigger trucks just because it was only a highway truck. This is an off-roader, and I feel like I can utilize it more often, and it just makes life way easier. Alright guys, so I did a quick little jump cut just to cut out some of the driving time in the game. Right now we're out in front of the garage again, and I'm heading to the warehouse to go and turn in, or not the warehouse, it's the, it was the preacher's house, and where else was it? The service hub, that's right. So I'm headed up the service hub road right now, and we're going to go ahead and turn in one of these concrete slabs, and then we're going to go straight down to the preacher's house, turn in both of those consumables. Then I will be right the way back down to the warehouse to go get another concrete slab, and we'll be able to pick up those metal planks on our way back as well. So once I get this all turned in, we'll do another quick jump cut, and I will meet you guys back down at the warehouse. But until then, again, like I said, you just pull up to these little squares, you hit your cargo management, and this is where you can load and unload your materials. So, this is what they wanted to order at the service hub. They needed a concrete slab. So, we just got rid of the concrete slab off of the trailer. We still have these two consumables that we have to take down to the preacher's house. And let me go ahead and mark out our route on the map. Again, I haven't been playing this game for too terribly long, but I do know a general idea of how the map works and where everything is for the most part. When it comes to side trails and things like that, I always need to use this method of just plotting out my route. But usually I'm able to get it all figured out in terms of going to places like the warehouse or the oil rig or the fuel station, things like that. So we've got our little route mapped out, and we're going to go ahead and push on through, get these delivered to the preacher's house. One of my favorite aspects about this game, though, is just how relaxing it is. It's almost like it's a, yeah, I don't know why I went down here. I wasn't really paying attention. So this is some of the terrain that I was talking about being so extreme. Technically, this is a trail. Gone down this a couple of times before. I should have just taken the road, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm so used to just running down here to go to the fuel station, which, by the way, we also need to make a stop at the fuel station soon because my truck's on almost E. Oh! Okay. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna go ahead and recover the vehicle, and we'll meet you guys back right here with a crane to pick up the cargo and to flip the trailer back over. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry about all of that. However, now we have a crane with us, so we can try and go ahead and flip that trailer back on over. And actually, let's try that first. Let's go ahead and attach the rear of the truck to the, oh, I had it, but I got rid of it, to the side of the trailer, and we're gonna go ahead and just pull that right the way back onto its wheels. Perfect. Alright, now we're gonna go up, go into crane mode. This is probably one of the coolest aspects of the game. Let's get that little tooltip out of the way. And the reason I like it so much is because you can literally just, oh, nope. Not what I wanted to do. I want to attach to you. You can pick up your cargo that you've accidentally dumped out of your vehicle and store it right back into the back of the truck. Oh, nope, down. Wrong button. And let's get this situated right there in the middle. Not quite. Right there. Perfect. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go into our cargo options. We're going to say pack cargo, then we're going to say unpack cargo, so we can get the other one. Go back to crane. Grab that one. Go ahead and lift her all the way up. Oh, I should probably have my support struts out, but I didn't. That might be beneficial. Keep us a little bit more grounded. I'm glad that this kind of happened, though, because it lets you guys see how the crane works and all of that, and it gave me a reason to pull it out in today's episode. Alright. Then what we're going to do is we're going to back out. We're going to go ahead and hit restore crane. It'll go back into its normal position. We're gonna hit pack cargo, and that's about all she wrote, boys. I think we're gonna be able to get this thing turned around pretty well. I gotta turn this way a little more. We gotta come back up and grab that trailer. Gotta get it into a good position to grab it. Think we can reach it from there. Oh, nope, not quite. How about there? There we go, now we got her. Yeah, there we go. Now we got her out. All right, let's get out of that low gear and get back on our way. See, one of the things that I love about this truck is that normally with the highway truck that you're given in the beginning, that mud puddle that I just ran through would almost put you to a dead stop and you'd have to crawl through it. Granted, I don't mind crawling through it all, but when you're driving down the highway and you're just trying to get from point A to point B to turn redundant. So I ended up selling that just because I wanted something with a little more oomph behind it, give it a little bit more grab and get us through these missions a little bit easier. But we finally made it after quite a few hiccups and a long drive. But we're here, and we're only halfway done with the entire mission. Like I said, this is a game that I find semi-therapeutic and semi-rage-inducing. Because you do just get to sit here, drive a truck, have some fun in the mud. But from here, I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go into a good time lapse. We'll drive it all the way from the gas station and the preacher's house, through the highways, all the way down and around, over the dam. We're going to stop by the warehouse again, pick up that last concrete slab, probably drop the trailer off, keep going up this windy highway, all the way to the warehouse, and that's where I'll talk to you guys again. So buckle in and enjoy the ride. Alright guys, so I've made a detrimental mistake trying to bring that trailer up here with me, and basically what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm just going to drop the trailer here. I've already had to stop and return for gas and come pick the trailer up once already, and it's just sucking way too much fuel trying to drag this trailer all the way up here and then having to drive all the way back to the opposite corner of the map to go turn it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and pick up the metal planks in the back of the side bed, or the sidewall bed, drop them off at the quarry, go back up to the warehouse and grab those concrete slabs again, from the warehouse and turn them in up at the service hub. So we're gonna go ahead, detach the trailer, and get back on our way. So I'll see you guys up at the warehouse. Alright guys, so we've made our way all the way up here, and we finally got ourselves these metal planks. It has been quite the long journey, but now we're going to go ahead down back to the quarry, and what I'll probably end up doing is I'll just do a jump cut back to, oh no, back to where we're turning in the mission in the quarry. We're just going to ignore that. That didn't happen. So, yeah. I'll see you guys down at the quarry, and then we'll take a nice little stroll back up to the service hub once we get those other concrete slabs. Go back into this. Well, guys, we seem to have run into an issue. I rolled the truck. Earlier, when I drove over this bridge, I was thinking to myself, that's a little sketchy. Seems safe enough. Yeah, it was a little bit of foreshadowing, I guess. Ugh. I've already been at this for well over an hour. And I actually have to go. However, fret not, we will definitely continue this mission in the next episode. But until then, we accept defeat. Part of our motto is a little bit of success, a lot of failure, and a hell of a good time. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. We love you guys. Leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe. Comment down below. And y'all have a good day.